Congratulations, Patrick. How do you make sense of being a Hall of Famer?
I can't. I can't put it into words. It's such an honor, and I'm like just so appreciative of, having the chance to chase my dreams and represent my country, and I did an okay job.
Well, I was going to next ask you about humility, and you went right for that. Did okay. You won a lot. You've been retired for what, 6 years now?
Yeah.
But this is a chance to stop and reflect. What stands out in your career?
Of course, the performances and the medals, but most importantly are the memories. The quick little moments that I had maybe with some of my teammates and goofing around after the competition and during the competition, some of the little moments you get to share with your teammates. The moments that you overlooked at the time, I think I get to now reflect on it and miss it. And yeah, I'm really grateful for this moment because it's forcing me almost to reflect and appreciate what I was able to accomplish at such a young age.
The path of an athlete performing at the level you did can be a lonely one at times and singularly focused. So when I hear you say that, to reflect and maybe celebrate in a way you never got to, why do you think that's the case? Do you think you had to do that? Did you always have to be looking forward?
I think that's right on the nose. I think you're so busy self-criticizing yourself because we're all perfectionists at this level. You're constantly searching and looking for the next edge, and you're never satisfied with winning a world championships. It's still not enough because you're thinking of the Olympics. And it's a vicious cycle that I still try to shake off now as an adult and as a father. Like I have this perfectionist, irrational mentality that it's really hard to go through life that way. And so now it's just kind of peeling off those layers and moments like this to really embrace it and just be like, I was good.
Being a dad can screw that up a little bit, Patrick, because it isn't perfect. So I wondered what fatherhood has done for you.
Oh my God. Patience. It's taught me patience. I'm an only child, which I would say doesn't prepare you the best for parenthood. But thank God I have an amazing partner, and my wife is just like a saint, and she's the best mom in the world, also the best partner who's not afraid to criticize me or not criticize, but just remind me of like, hey, like they're kids and they're not Olympians, right? So I think it's just bringing it down a couple levels, a couple notches, and rolling with the punches and enjoying kind of the chaos of having children.
So many people would have been a part of your journey. So who do you think of, Patrick, in a moment of this acknowledgement and celebration?
I mean, my parents, first and foremost, who supported me when I didn't necessarily want to do it, who supported me financially, emotionally, dealt with me when I was going through my teenage years and being a brat. And I also think about Mr. Colson, my first coach, who gave me the foundation that I still stand on now and allowed me to flourish into who I became, in 2018. And, he unfortunately wasn't around to see that, but he lives in me every single day. And then I think finally just the people, Skate Canada, my teammates, most importantly, who really also helped me get through some of the toughest moments, going into 2018 Olympics, not wanting to go and almost pulling the plug in November, and then having my teammates and Skate Canada kind of there to be there whenever I decided to make a decision and supporting me and giving me a path to kind of an express path to the Olympics so that I would be able to compete feeling ready.
I think it's so important to hear people, or to have people hear you acknowledge that, the fear
Oh, yeah.
the anxiety,
Yeah.
the worry, because you were the greatest, really, in a lot of ways to do it. So what would you want people to know about, this journey of greatness, and yet that for an athlete who requires perfection, that you're human just the same?
Oh my God, we're just as human as everybody else, if not, I think, more tuned into our emotions and more of a roller coaster because we are put in such high stress environments and expectations are high. And we're very young. We're young at the time. So for a young teenager to go through those kind of emotional moments and stressful moments is a lot. You're asking a lot. And I think what I could say about it is just, we're real. We're not, yes, we look like gladiators and we may look like gods in moments of, at the peak moments, but we're just as human as everybody else, and we have our own weaknesses, we have our own anxieties and stresses, and it sticks with you for the rest of your life, right? And I'm still working through some things, and it takes years. So, yeah, I think compassion, having compassion for yourself.
Is a moment like this important on the healing part of your athletic career?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just like winning silver in 2014 and insanely being disappointed in that. Like, it's just a moment of reflection of just reminding myself, because there's still moments where I'm like, oh, I could have won. I didn't win Olympic gold in my individual event. You could start nitpicking at things. And I think this is a moment to just, sit back and like, what's done is done. And just take it all in and enjoy. And you were so much more than you may have thought to Canadians.
I think figure skating fans, and I don't have to tell you how loyal they are. I'll use the word loyal.
Yes.
They're going to be fascinated hearing these revelations from you. And I wonder what you say to them because, earlier we talked to Daniel Nestor and I said to him, you are tennis to a lot of Canadians. Well, you are figure skating to a lot of Canadians. So what do you say to your fans?
Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me as one of your own and honoring me with the responsibility of traveling around the world to represent our country as an ambassador. And I want to thank all the Canadian men before me, figure skaters, who paved the way for me to exceed their accomplishments. And, luckily I call them friends, Kurt, Elvis, Brian. They're amazing people. I love them more as now I know them as people, as Elvis watching on my couch as a 10-year-old, now I get to call them friends. And it's really a brotherhood of some kind.
Where's this sport at? We were talking before we got on camera about backflips. Could you imagine yourself doing backflips, Patrick?
Absolutely not. No. I think that's how much the sport has changed. I would enter the sport now and I think be boring because I'm not doing a backflip. It's crazy. I'm just so blown away at how much has changed in 6 years. The sport, the evolution of the sport is unreal. The progress is crazy. I don't think a lot of people can keep up. But I'm just immensely proud to kind of be a part of it. I think laid a nice tarmac for them, and I hope that I inspired some of them to accomplish what they've accomplished already. And it's just such an amazing spectacle to watch. I'm glad I'm a fan now.
Me too. Any other thoughts on where you think sport can go? We have so many meaningful conversations. A lot of the people in the builders category talking about reconciliation, talking about gap equalities.
Yeah.
Where do you think we can go? What more can we do, Patrick, as a country to fundamentally wrap our heads around what sport means to the lives of Canadians and what it can be? Because it served you pretty well in your life.
Yeah, and I think I'm one of the lucky ones. I got the results I wanted. I was given so many opportunities and had so much support that I can't think of a time when I didn't feel like I had support behind me. And I was able to chase my dreams and go the wrong way and come back on path. And people were compassionate and understood. But I don't think it's always the case. And I think it affects people beyond their careers. I know a lot of friends who struggle now with purpose and battling those demons that we talked about, the perfectionist mentality, and that really follows you. And I think we need support for after sport. I think it's so easy to get on the bandwagon and cheer people along when things are going well, but what about when the cameras are off and we're not on the big stage and we're just at home on our own, and whether having a family and going through the struggles of parenthood on your own, and some people just don't have the support to go through it. And I just think it needs to be talked about, the struggles. And again, reminding people that we're all human, and yeah, we achieve some amazing things, but we also have weaknesses just like everybody else.
It's a perfect place to leave it. Incredible. Anything else you want to add, Patrick?
No, my God, I'm just so happy and
Well,
grateful.
listen, you wowed us for years.
Thank you.
Really breathtaking stuff. Where were you when moments. So thank you for that. And as a person that gets to sit across from you in this moment of celebration, congratulations.
Thank you.